afternoon, Anith. My name is Bree from Northland Marketing. How are you doing today? I spoke with you earlier, and as promised, here is your analysis. I wanted to get on here real quick to go through your site in this video, do an audit, and show you personally what's holding your website back from being in the top 3 on Google. I'm going to jump in and start going through what we see and where we think you can get the most value. I'm going to mainly be going over 3 things you can do today to really bring value to your company and start outranking your competitors online. The very first thing I want to go over is your website and what we call content. When someone searches for home remodeling CT, Google crawls the websites on the internet, searching and ranking the results. Google's looking for keywords. It's looking for what the site should be found for. When I go through your website, I see you barely have anything on here. You have one photo, you have your location, okay? You don't even have the services listed that you provide. So when I come on here, I don't actually know what services you're providing other than you're a construction company, okay? There's no about us, there's nothing on here. Your website is very bare. And if I was looking for a contractor, I would back up and find someone that had the services listed that I needed, and they had a website that looked more completed, okay? Now, Google loves content, and they like to see a minimum of 1,500 words. You guys have under 100 words on your front page here. So adding those words with the keywords you're trying to target is going to really make a difference in you being found on Google. Now, not only do they come in and look at your site, but Google actually reads the content you have listed. They can't tell what search terms they should be ranking you for if they can't find them on your website. They're also looking for what services you offer and in what locations. So having those keywords listed on your page 10 to 15 times really ensures that Google is going to find you. If we look at the search results for home remodeling CT, we can see that they're running Google Ads as well as them. And this is called the map pack. The top 3 listed here are the ones that receive a lot of the work because they're super easy to find and they're listed right away. The websites listed below here, these are called the organics, and the same things apply. You want to be on the front page and ideally in these top 3 positions to drive the maximum amount of traffic to your website. Let's take a look at this first website here, Our House. You can see that it's a nice website and they have some content, definitely more than you, but not 1,500 words. So if you got 1,500 words on your homepage, you would be beating them out content-wise. Now let's talk about why they were listed first. This is a paid program I use to research websites called Ahrefs. I went ahead and put them into here so you can see what we're up against. The second thing I'm going to go over is UR and DR ratings. These ratings are very important to your placement on Google. Now, a UR rating is a trust rating, and that means how much Google trusts your website. A DR rating shows how powerful your website is in the eyes of Google. These are generally raised by backlinks. You can see that they have 576 overall backlinks here, coming from 187 websites. And 157 of those websites are powerful. Now, a backlink refers to a link that points back to your website. In Google's eyes, it's kind of like a popularity contest. A good example of this would be if a blog website wrote an article about home remodeling companies, and they listed your website URL as a company they recommended. That would give you 1 backlink. I want to call attention to their organic keywords. These are the keywords within the content that we were talking about before. For example, Connecticut home renovation. There's approximately 90 people Googling that every single month, and they're in first place roughly. Home remodeling CT, there's approximately 70 people searching for that a month, right? So the search we were looking at here, and they're in roughly second place. Connecticut remodeling contractors, there's roughly 70 people searching for that a month. Kitchen remodeling Fairfield, there's 40 people searching for that alone. Remodeling contractor CT, another 40. Kitchen remodeling CT, another 90, right? There's a ton of search volume out there for these services in these locations. Depending on what services you offer and what locations you serve, you can get a ton of people searching for your website. Now, this is important. You want to show up as high in the search results as possible. You want the most amount of people to find your website because the more people that find your website, the more likely they are to call you and the more likely they are to become a customer. When we look at your website's ratings, we can see that your UR rating is a little higher, which is great. However, this DR rating is not accurate. This is because you built your website on a Google site. It's transferring power from Google, but not accurately because you have no backlinks coming from no websites, okay? You also have no keywords. So this number isn't actually accurate, okay? You can pretend that this is a 0. Now, this is really important, okay? This means that when people are searching those high volume keywords, they're not finding you in the organic rankings. They're just not finding you, okay? And how are they going to call you? How are you going to be getting customers when they're Googling for home remodeling companies and you don't show up? But in this video, we went over how to get yourself onto that front page. One, through your home page and how you need at least 1,500 words on there. 2, through your UR and DR ratings and how we would raise those numbers with backlinks. And 3, your backlinks, what the competition has, and how to beat them out by showing Google you have more authority. And if you implemented these strategies today, you could be on the front page of Google. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. Have a great day.